Hello, guys. Welcome back. We've been having a revel today because a lot of things finally made sense. This is when you're trying to talk about spiritual stuff, sometimes, especially like kind of boring, doesn't always make sense. So let's try. I thought I knew who my second patron was going to be, and I'm like, it's so obvious, right? I was totally wrong because I didn't know all the names of my actual patron, and I was like visiting all these pages that had just popped up today. And don't worry, it's not Jesus. Before you guys are like, oh no, she's turning Christian. No, gods, no. Um, and I just kept reading all these huge lists of names, like endlessly. Like, I hope you got time and a coffee. And I'm just reading them all, and it all made so much sense about what's like always gone on in my life. And like how I always have been able to like go into like a trance and stuff. Because remember, I like grew up in the 70s and 80s, so I just kind of had a trance without drugs because they weren't available that I knew of. And you're not going to give a little kid drugs, hopefully. Hopefully you're not doing those kind of things. Anyhow, I was like kind of like given this gift. Like I've always told you guys I can kind of get like goofy high and not have to do anything. And you guys have seen me at the end of the day laughing and like hysterical and like falling out of my chair. And all the tendencies I have and everything else, it finally came out and it was very healing. And even though he has one altar, we were working on a second altar, and technically every altar is his altar because he has so many facets to him. I don't know like what to share and what to keep private now, but yeah, I was like, okay, this is good, this works. This actually works out better than Hades would have. I thought it was Hades, but it wasn't. I don't know now if I ever worked with Hades. And I had to ask, this patron, I said, is Loki real? He's like, yeah, he just lies a lot, but he's real. And Loki's over there in the corner. I'm sorry. I took credit for stuff I didn't do. And I was laughing because I'm like, how are you going to get mad at either one? Because Loki was just safeguarding me, and I was talking to Lakeba because everybody was giving this god gifts. They're like, finally, she gets it. And I came across so much stuff as I was researching today, and I'm like, he was hitting me over the head. He's like, yeah, I'm your other patron. You're gonna work with me. So it was good. And I'm not on drugs and I'm not drunk. I have had coffee. We did do, like, he gets songs he puts in my head and then he likes me to play that. And then what we do is kind of like a walking meditation and not like serious. I walk back and forth, and in my mind, I'm like in the theater of my mind. I'm doing all these grand things, and sometimes I'm taking on his form and I'm entertaining the other gods. And this all makes sense. And this isn't hubris. It's like to try to understand his mysteries and try to understand all that, what portion we can understand all that power in, like all those different forms. I'm sorry, it's Dionysus, so if I'm giddy for the rest of this channel, you know why. He can always put me in a good mood, usually. And now that he's like dropped all the pretense, I understand who else I met and some other gods I interacted with, and it was really healing, and it was really awesome and intense, and I vaguely had the idea to go visit the friend, because we were teasing each other back and forth, and I'm like, okay, you want to prove that you're, and I always try to put up safeguards, so I wasn't doing this out of disrespect. I'm like, give me grapes and Diet Coke. And we were both laughing hysterically because the Diet Pepsi thing. He's, other than Hermes, he's like the only god that seems to like be really into Percy Jackson. He's like really scarily into it. It's really weird. But he was like he will get me grapes. But we were both like, Diet Pepsi. That stuff tastes like poison in the can. That's like mean to make any character drink that. He likes the grape juice that I make. I actually get that, what is it, Crush or whatever that comes in the squeeze bottle. Anyhow, long boring story. We try to buy a grocery order because we're going through another heat wave. And this is like the 5th or 6th time that Walmart wouldn't ship half my order, and I couldn't order around it because there weren't like other items to order around it, and I was just so frustrated. So we ended up going on Amazon and ordering pork because we've been feasting on pork the last couple of days, and it's been like the best damn pork you've ever had. And I was like, I'm willing to spend extra to go on Amazon and get this stuff. But I was kind of pissed, and Walmart made the mistake of asking me, "Are you upset?" And I'm like, "Yeah, hell yeah, I'm upset because you have that pop up pain in the ass survey they want you to take." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pissed." I said, "I'm homebound. I don't appreciate being told more and more often we won't ship you this stuff." They would ship me shit in a glass bottle. Excuse my language, but grape squeeze bottles I've always been able to order up until now, and canned chicken they will no longer ship me. And I'm like, what the actual hell? You are like random on the stuff you will ship. So I was really losing it, and I was just going out and trying to see if it would be like cool enough for me to walk up the hill and see if I could get anything, and I don't think so. I probably will be stuck at the gas station for a while, but it's okay. If Dionysus here, we'll make it through. He's been making a lot of sense for me now. He has connections to the sea coast. It explains why I want to live on the sea coast. And, obviously he and Loki have a lot of overlap, and they're both laid back enough to the point where they both told me, "Oh my god, stop doing that. Just say thank you. A general thank you is fine. You don't have to walk up to every god you know and be like, 'It wasn't you.'" So it's been really good, and it's been like a heaven sent blessing. So we've got a altar made up for him because, he's has so much influence in the theater, and this explains so much, and I'm rambling. I'm sorry. It's just, I had quite a fun day. And I think he destroyed me forever for walking into a church. It's a long story. Not that I would think it was bad, but it would be beside the point because of some things we discussed today. So it would be, I wouldn't go, as a patron, he's like, "I don't care what god you're with. That's, he doesn't care, but it would be, to me, the sacrament of wine would be for Dionysus, and he doesn't care how many gods have it, but such and worth not." And they stole a lot of his best lines, and they actually put them to Jesus. So and I'm not saying that if you're a Christian to hurt your feelings. It's just you should know. You should do your research. We had to do research in college, which is also what pretty much destroyed what was left of my Catholic faith. Taking Bible and studies and Hebrew scriptures and all that. Okay, guys. I hope that made sense. I'm really excited to have Dionysus in here. I feel like really trippy and lightheaded and high, so I'm gonna eat to ground myself, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.